I have a special announcement. It is an amazing announcement. Today is the 30th anniversary of Bond. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. Mind-blowing. And I want to say thanks to everybody, because it's people like you who made it possible, and I do appreciate it. Francisco was there from day one. He was on the board and all that good stuff. He helped to make it happen. At one time, he was helping with the women's forums and the church service when I was out, and sometimes the men's forum. Kent was there from day one of the men's forum, and just really been a major help to the organization. He's a lawyer, so I never had to worry. Because I was getting free law advice. And who else here? Oh, Irmus. Been here for 20 years or so, right, Irmus? 18. Irmus used to run the Bond chapter in Michigan and Lansing, Michigan. And then, but when they had that crash where the black people wouldn't pay the bill, remember when the blacks wouldn't pay for their houses, loans, and we had a crash? We had to shut it down. So we had one in Flint and in Lansing. So thank you all. We're going to be celebrating a major celebration. Save your money, get ready. It's going to be a hoot nanny. We're going to party. We're going to smoke pot. That'll be the one time we're all going to get high. I have to honestly tell you, I had no idea that Bond would turn out the way that it has, because I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't care that I didn't know what to do. I just did what's in front of me, and it's just been amazing. We're known around the world, been on most of the major radio and TV shows around the world. It's just been amazing. So thank you all very, very much. That's why I tell you that you don't need a 5-year plan or a 6-month plan, or you just need to do what's in front of you. And every day you see what to do to add on to what you've already done. I did not have a plan. I remember when I first started, I had a board of directors, and I didn't even want a board, to be honest. But I was told that I needed one in order to register with the IRS or something that's a nonprofit. So we had this board, and on that board was a lawyer, and he wrote up all of our stuff to register. And it wasn't Kent then. Kent was still a baby, I think. You were in Africa somewhere, right? Playing tennis?
I was in Africa.
Kent was in Africa playing tennis. He used to be a tennis pro. And he came back from Africa traumatized. Remember that?
I do remember that. Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How you were traumatized?
The Africa or the trauma?
The trauma that happened.
Or both.
Both.
Yeah, I went to Africa, like Jesse's saying. I was playing tennis out there, and it was the first time I'd been in a country where I was the minority, and significantly. And I felt racism in a reverse sense.
Ooh, now you know what we feel.
and I was like absolutely traumatized when I came back, and I randomly was introduced to Jesse at one of their original offices in Inglewood, and I was like, wait a second, you introduced me to a black person. Why would I want to
I'm already traumatized by
black people?
I ain't going there for no help.
But one thing that Jesse said that stuck with me a long time, and he was talking about cause and effect, and I'd never heard anybody talk about cause and effect before. And at that time, I was seeking the truth, and he asked everybody in this area, and it was all black people except for me, basically. I was the only white person. And he goes, who's a racist? And I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, I don't know if I want to raise my hand right now. I'm in Inglewood. I might get shot. But I decided to be honest anyway. And I raised my hand, and nobody shot me, which was, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I had your back.
You did have my back.
You black.
But what I learned from that is...
he was my real son, and my wife was white. No, I'm kidding. No, go ahead.
But I learned a valuable lesson is just be honest about everything
Yeah.
and don't hide who you are. Be real about it. And when people ask you questions, be sincere and you can get over anything that you need to get over in your life.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
And he
that.
started changing right away. It was amazing to see that. And from that, he went on to law school and became a lawyer. What else? So it's just been amazing, folks. You don't need a plan if you live in the present. You don't need a plan. But if you live outside of the present, you need a plan. And it's not going to work out that well for you. All right? So we're going to be celebrating in September. September, so save your money. Oh, Ed been around forever, right? Yeah, I just remember that. And what have you learned from Bond all these years?
Oh my gosh, so many things.
Yeah.
Maybe only one thing.
What's that? Not the Christian church.
How to be a man.
How to be a man.
Just and all
Yeah.
the different facets of that. I mean, a lot of things in society work against that.
Yeah. Especially today.
The thing I've noticed most recently, although I've noticed it for years, but it seems to be very obvious now, is how everybody wants you to act emotionally attached to something.
Yeah.
Money, ladies, whatever feeling you might, music, movies. It's Oscar night tonight, right? So, I mean, the movies are all about creating an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much of that in life there is, and it's a constant struggle to see past it, at least for me. So.
Amazing. You're going to be hearing more from along the years of the people, and it's going to be a good time. So make sure you save your money, get ready, put on your red dress, ladies. We're going to have a ball. If the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. So thanks again for everything, all the supporters of Bond and just everybody. Thank you for that.